Hi guys, welcome back to the Sicilian Revival. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have two huge games in our title race. We are at home against Inter Milan first and foremost, and then we follow it up with a tough game as well against Brianza. Incidentally, as you can see, AC Milan only managed to draw away at Bari, a last-minute equaliser for the relegation-threatened side, gives us an opportunity to close the gap. As things stand, the gap is down to 6 points. A win here for us today by 1 goal or more would see us within 3 points of AC Milan with a better goal difference. It's going to be an extremely tough ask. Inter Milan did have the beating of us last time out, and they were the better side as well. And since you were last with us, we've been a bit hit and miss, if truth be told. We drew 1-1 away at AC Milan, which was a great result in itself. We lost 1-0 at home to Sampdoria. Again, Naumov had a phenomenal game in goal for them, and we just couldn't beat him once again. And then a 2-2 draw against Sassuolo away from home. And we went ahead twice in the game, and Mamadou Bar's goal in the 83rd minute was countered immediately in the 85th minute with an equaliser. We were, again, the better side, but just couldn't convert our chances. But we did go away to Torino last time out, win by 3-0, and that was a game we completely dominated, and we very much deserved those 3 points. We are away against Brianza in the second half of the episode. These two games are huge in this title race, and if we get beat in both of these, one or both of these games, realistically, the title race will be over. AC Milan have only lost twice this season, and for us to catch them, we need them to lose at least one game and probably draw another game as well, with us being faultless and win every game until the end of the season. So there's a lot of variables at the moment. Bangura is in today, even though he's got a slight knock, and Mamadou Bar, again, he's struggling a little bit with a knock as well, but we have to get our best team out there today, and hopefully we can go out there, put in a good performance, and find a way to get the 3 points. Gustavo Rivera is back in the squad as well. He's only on the bench. He's not going to play. He is very much far from fully fit following his broken ankle injury. And I mean, we've got to remember the fact that we're even thinking about a title race is mental. We are performing way above expectations. If we can get results here against Inter and Brianza, we have got every opportunity. Kalanko with the ball in though, and Fratessi's header, that should have been 1-0 to Inter Milan. We need to be a lot more aware at the back, that is for sure. And incidentally, at the back, we have struggled a little bit recently. We were a lot better against Torino, but in the game against Sassuolo and Sampdoria, we kept getting caught out, and unfortunately, the results ended up going against us. Inter Milan, in terms of their back five, they don't concede too many goals themselves, so we're going to have to be really on point today, especially going forward as well. DeMarco into Barella, and now Cuio. Good tackle by Roberts, but Cittadino picks it up. And the fact that we're losing out on the second balls here doesn't bode well. Kalanko into Martinez, and it's off the woodwork. Cittadino picks it up. Chance to get into the penalty area, but Kambedi does well to clear. And we are under the cosh here in these opening minutes. We need to really focus in, and we just need to get a foothold in the game, just start to try and develop our game a little bit. But at the moment, it is all into Milan. And straight away, we're going to offer a bit of encouragement to the lads. We need to just get our foot on the ball and try and get going. Kamasa has taken a knock. He's twisted his knee. And again, I mean, that's the injury that Mamadou Bar had, funnily enough, in the previous games. And we need them on the pitch, it has to be said. But I mean, Kamasa looks so good in his first game for the club with 2 goals and an assist, and since then he's done nothing. But Morone, what a run this is from Morone. Oh, and again, every time we play Inter Milan, Providel does really well in goal, and once again he's done it for them. And Morone could have done better with the finish as he whips a corner in, and it's just about cleared by Curio. Uva with the header, and it's cleared by Fratesi, I think, in the end, and falls down for Kumbedi. The highlight ends there, but a little bit more positivity in our play, it must be said. Mamadou Bar struggling for his fitness, and Kamasa's not going to be far behind him either. And the last thing we need is both of them to be struggling. It's going to be very, very difficult to replace both of them. It's been a very even game, with the fact that AC Milan only managed to draw against Bari. We have got a big opportunity today. If we can find a way to get 3 points in this match, it would be a huge result for us. Musto into Bangura. Kiwior with the challenge, and Citadino now. Combady with a good tackle, but Kiwior picks it up again. And once again, we lose out on the second ball. And Lautaro Martinez is brought down, but it's Kiwior, and it's 1-0 to Inter Milan. And again, we won the challenge off Lautaro Martinez, and Kiwior got to the second ball. And just as I was saying, we keep losing out on those. It's come against us, unfortunately, and we're going to have to make some changes. I mean, Roberts is on a 6.3. He's had a shocking game in midfield. Mamadou Bar's not fully fit. He's struggling, and Senti is going to have to come on for Kamasa as well. And hopefully we can improve going forward. And Kumbedi's had another poor game at right back. He's so frustrating, Kumbedi. He really is. We've got Schiappi on for him as well. We're going to go attacking. It's a big risk, but we're going to offer some encouragement as well. I know it's only 1-0, but we haven't been creative enough, and we need to try and push players forward here and just hope that we can find a way of getting back into this game. It's all Inter Milan, though. We've still not created an opportunity in this second half. And again, we'll offer some more encouragement to the lads. Here is Schiappi coming down this right side into Malaka. Back to Schiappi. Plays it in, and Paul couldn't get there, and Ballarella clears. And again, there's the second ball. Lautaro Martinez getting there for Samuel Lino, and now Micheli into Lautaro Martinez. And that is the game secured for Inter Milan. We'll drop back to positive now. There's no point in us continuing in that manner. And the title race is over. There's no way AC Milan are going to lose 2 or 3 games. And that's what we're relying on now. And it's disappointing. But if we can continue doing what we're doing and qualify for the Champions League, that's an achievement in itself. It is a huge achievement as well, I might add. But once again, we failed to score against Inter Milan. And we remain 6 points behind AC Milan, and they're not going to lose 2 games. They've only lost 2 games all season. They won't lose another 2, and Juventus have an opportunity to go ahead of us now as well. And Inter Milan have closed the gap to us as well as Brianza by a point. So going into the second half of the episode, the Brianza game is looking more important as well. There's every opportunity if we keep dropping points here. I mean, we've had 1 win in our last 5, which was the last game against Torino, and 2 wins in our last 8. And this is the kind of fall off that I was expecting earlier in the season. It's just unfortunate that it's come now and we're conceding more and more goals. Brianza's a big game. Obviously, we've got Atalanta and Napoli to play as well. I'm hopeful that we can get results in 3 out of those last 5 games. Hopefully we can get something against Brianza, but we need to find a way just to get a couple more wins on the board. I mean, we've done outstanding anyway. We're second in the league. We're on 66 points. We need 2 or 3 wins, I think, to secure European qualification. If we can beat Brianza, I think we're pretty much there. We'll be 11 points clear of them if we win. Let's see what we can do coming in the second half of the episode. And like I say, hopefully we can get the 3 points that we require. Okay, guys, here we go. We are away against Brianza. AC Milan won 3-2, as you can see, at home against Genoa. Despite going down to 10 men, they still scored another 2 goals. And Genoa pulled one back right at the end, but it wasn't enough. And as things stand, they're 9 points clear now, AC Milan. The title race is pretty much done. If we can win here, we will qualify for the Conference League, depending on how other results turn out. So that would be fantastic, if truth be told. As a target, I think Conference League will be a fantastic achievement. The fact that we're aiming for more than that, given the context of the season, is nothing short of remarkable. I think qualifying for the Champions League is too much for a club of our resources, but you know, it'll be an experience for the club anyway. But we need to get there first, and it starts today. We need a victory away here at Brianza, and mathematically we can still do the unthinkable and win Serie A. But obviously we're relying a lot on AC Milan. But we have to win this game. It's 0-0 at the moment. and plenty to think about as we go into this first half. Just short of 10 minutes gone, and Andre here into Roberts. Just holding on to possession. Now Bangura lofts it over the top. Mamadou Ba charging forward. Good opportunity for Mamadou Ba, and he fires it into the bottom corner. It's 1-0, and we are looking positive here in this match. Hopefully, it will continue, of course. But that is a very, very positive start. Bangura with a lovely ball over the top, and Ba, it was a bit of a heavy touch, and the defender did get in the way a little bit, but he didn't fully commit to it. And Mamadou Ba with the finish. Excellent, excellent stuff. And we find ourselves ahead here. And hopefully, like I say, it will continue. A win here today will go a long way for our Champions League qualification hopes. Um, and also mathematically keep us within touch of AC Milan. But McCarthy is in behind here, and McCarthy has scored. That is a huge error at the back from our point of view. And Brianza immediately pretty much draw back level. Only 7 minutes between the two goals, and very poor from our point of view defensively. Their first attempt at goal ends up as a goal. But positive signs, we have broken them once. Hopefully we can go ahead and do that again. And we're certainly playing very well. We've had the majority of possession and we've created a lot more chances. Morone into Mamadou Ba. What a lovely finish from Mamadou Ba. I'm not sure if he was onside or not, but it was a brilliant goal. He kind of appeared from nowhere, Mamadou Ba, and the goal's been given. It's a lovely little dink, and Ba timed his run to perfection. What a lovely finish into the bottom corner. And we retake the lead here, and it's going to be all to play for, I think. And again, literally timing his run to perfection, pretty much level with that back four. It's 2-1, and positive signs here in this game. Mamadou Ba again showing just how important he is. He's been phenomenal for us this season. And it's going to be his best goal scoring season for us as well, incidentally. He scored 19 goals in Serie B. Last season, he only got 7 goals in Serie A, but he's hit 20 now, I think. Or at least he's definitely not far off from that. We'll get the lads to not show any complacency, of course. It's still a very close game, even though we are pretty much outperforming Brianza in every department. We only have the 1 goal advantage. We need to maintain our focus. And Antov here with a throw into the goal scorer McCarthy. And Musto has brought down Castiglia. Is that a penalty? Looking at the referee's position there, it looks like it could be a penalty. And it is. And that is a silly, silly foul from Musto. I mean, the player was facing away from goal to start with. It's Nunziante against Raul, and Raul easily converts the penalty. Nunziante goes the wrong way. Yeah, in recent weeks, we've really struggled defensively. We've conceded just as many goals in the last 7 or 8 games as we did for the previous part of the season, which is the frustrating thing. They've had 2 shots on target, scored them both. We're going to offer some encouragement because we've been by far the better side here. But Brianza seemed to be getting some control in this second half, and it's not looking too positive. Vasic, of course, just coming back from a bit of an injury layoff himself, and he's struggling a little bit fitness-wise here. And Antov into goals. And there's McCarthy inside Vasic again. And Kai McCarthy has scored again. I think he may have been offside, though. I'm hoping he was. But Vasic caught out. And we'll have to see what happens here. The goal's been disallowed, so we get away with it, but we are going to take Vasic off because he's been caught out a couple of times now on that side. Roberts is on a yellow card. He's had a shocking game as well. We're going to get Paul on for him and put him on an attacking mentality as well, trying to get him to support the attacking players. Again, Guido Camassa, he started off so brightly. He's done nothing since he got injured. Rivera's still not fully fit, but he is a player that we might be able to bring on at some point in this second half. It remains 2-2, and we have offered encouragement to the lads, but it might be a case that we're going to have to demand just a little bit more. We need a win here. Navarro with a free kick. It's a dangerous position as well for Brianza. And it's going to be Navarro to take. Nunziante up against it here. It's off the woodwork. And we get away with one again. We're going to demand more from the team because we've really let them back into it in this second half. And again, Camas has been shocking. Rivera is going to get his opportunity here. Abu Bangura is going to come off for Thomas Burdick. Rare opportunity for him, and Coliseko can come on as well as the playmaker. And hopefully we can just somehow find a way to win this game. I don't think it's going to happen. And yeah, the title race is definitely going to be over here with points dropped in both games, as I suspected. 2-2 draw away at Brianza, considering their position in the league, is a good result. But look at those match stats. The XG is very even, but that's largely because they had a penalty. But those match stats heavily in our favour, and again, we've just failed to take advantage of it. And unfortunately, we've not thrown the title race away, but we've not won games that we should have in the last few weeks. And it's unfortunate that it's gone the way that it has. We're 8 points clear of Brianza in 5th. So we're still looking good for a top 4, but we need to get some results on the board ahead of the last 2 games of the season. It's been a great season either way, but I think the size of the squad is catching up with us just slightly, and obviously we've had limited resources throughout the save, and the fact that we're doing what we're doing off that limited resource, in financial perspective, I'm talking about, is mental. It's remarkable. I know I keep saying it, but you know, we are doing something with this football club that shouldn't be achievable right now. And we'll have to see exactly where we end up come the end of the season. We've got Napoli and Como at the end of the campaign. That will be coming up in tomorrow's episode, and we'll see what happens from there. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.